Welcome of Our Daily Breath with Kurt Kruger, my coach. Thanks, Kurt.
Well, I'm the Success Systems International dude. Uh, and the thing is it's success is so easy when you do simple things. And we mentioned earlier this week about the 1% every day, just 1% improvement. Bringing this focus on breathing into your life every day, one more percent. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, as you breathe in, the space where the mind disappears and emerges, where it disappears and emerges. We get to be calm as you simply listen to me and know that this too will pass. This finger will pass. This breath will pass. And thank God it keeps going. So when anything negative happens to you, you can think, that'll disappear soon enough. And I'll get something good in life happening with each breath. When you think more positive thoughts, focus on what you want. This happens so much easier than anything else. In Winning Ways for Living, we describe all kinds of simple practices to improve your daily breath and your daily bread. Now, we don't talk too much about food, but of course, food has to be in there. And we talked about doing this before you're eating or to calm down when you need to. There's so many uses for simple focus of the breath as we do these things. So life gets to be more magical. It's like you mentioned yesterday about the kinesthetic feel. Mm-hmm. There's times when you feel it more and other times where that touch disappears, but many times you're feeling more of who you are. This body, the Kabbalah describes how this body is the only one of all the bodies that we have, the subtle body, the intellectual body, the emotional body, all these bodies, and the spiritual body. This body is the only one that contains all of them. Now, when we tune into all of them while we are in the body, what can happen? I think a little magic. Yeah. Because think about it. At one time, people only thought the earth was flat. There's still people who believe that. There's still flat earthers.
Really?
Yeah, that's all right. Because according to the teacher of a guy named Rama, he's supposed to be God in India, right? Rama and Krishna, and there's so many gods in India, according to how some people look at it, polytheism. But the teacher of this guy who's supposed to be an incarnation of God, like for Christians, Jesus was, what was he told when he was going to go off and take over his kingdom by his teacher? His guru was a guy named Vashishta. Vashishta is asked by Rama, what is your highest teaching, O guru? Because he's going to go take over a kingdom. He learned by everything he needed to know by living in a jungle with a guy who made him make his own mud hut, teach him how to make his own bow and arrow and to be able to shoot it. And all these things he had to learn from this guru in a simple place. And here he is, a prince. This is how they trained people in India in those days. And the guru turns to Rama, answering the question, what is my highest teaching? The world is as you see it. You can see the world through rose-colored glasses like some people wore in the 1960s, or you can see it as hellish. It's your choice. If you want to be without stress, You can be like Pollyanna and always look on the bright side of life. Or what was his, Brian said that, the life of Brian on the movie. Always look on the bright side of life. And when we do it, you get that beautiful smile that you have on your face.
Mm-hmm.
And other people feel better. And that spreads like this peace that we experience doing our roller coaster fingers. Notice I said our. It's not mine. It's ours. Just like everything is all our relations. So I love you and thank you for having me again.
It's my pleasure, Kurt. And I was thinking of another quote by Marcus Aurelius, who was considered one of the last great leaders. And he said, whatever your thoughts are, that's the world that you're going to create. And you can choose your thoughts.
This man led Rome through the pandemic. He lived, I think, about 12 years through this 18-year pandemic. He gave away most of his wealth to keep the empire, everybody fed and helped that he could. He tried to get everybody else to do similar things. Not all these senators did, like some senators that we know of today. Some people just think about themselves, but he led by example. He was an incredible stoic. If you want to get 5 days a week, the Daily Stoic, look up Daily Stoic, and you'll get inspiration from this kind of philosophy. Outstanding. He was a magical example of it. And
I brought him up.
Walked his talk. And I wish that we had more leaders like that.
Well, I could go on all day, but this is a brief interlude each day. So thanks for being here, Kurt.
Thank you for being here too.
See you tomorrow.
You made this happen. Thank you. And everybody else who's on this makes this happen.
We all make it happen.
That's it. We are creating this better reality. So imagine what it is that you really want to create and make it full of life and thriving.
Okay, bye for now.